All right, here we are. Day number 7. Ooh, let's see what's in here. It is, ooh, brushes. Ooh, these are nice. Look how pretty. Well, this is nice. There's 5 of them. So I think this calls for some ink blending. All right, so here's our brushes that were in the advent calendar. And I pulled out some stencils. Not sure what I'm going to use yet. I have some stars. I have these 4 small ones here. This one is called Rectangle Patterns. And the star one is Scattered Stars. I also have this Cloudy Day stamp and die set. This is the one that was in a subscription box a few months back, I think. It had the dream catchers on it. And I do have one dream catcher cut out, so I may use those. So I have a 4.5 by 6.5. And then I have a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 that I think I'm going to mat and layer. And I think maybe I'll have a sentiment over on this side. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have 1 or 3 dream catchers. I'm not really sure. But the first thing I want to do is use our nice brushes, which let's take a look at these here. So these are very small detailed brushes. These are about half the size of the ones I have, so I'm pretty happy about this. And they're all color-coded, so you can, use one for yellows and oranges, one for purples, one for red, one for greens, and one for blues, which is really quite nice. So I can't wait to see how these work. All right, so let's put all this to the side for now until we figure out what I want to do. And we'll take out the stencils. I'm going to start with the rectangle ones. My paper. Let me grab my mat. All right. And I'm just going to take this, and I picked out some color. I have Velvet Red, Apple Mint, and Honey Mustard from Gina K. I thought those might be nice together. And instead of using black, I am going to use dark chocolate. Any place I would normally use black. So I'm going to start with some red. And then I'm just going to take this, dab some on here. And I'm going to go, ooh, that picks up color nice. Oh, wow, that picks up color really nice. Don't need a lot on there. And some over here. Oh, wow, these are really nice. I think that's enough of that. Now let's bring in some of the green. And I guess we'll go with some dots. So let me take the green one. I won't put so much ink on it this time. And we'll put some over here. Guess I need a little bit more than that. And we'll put some over here. A few dots down here. Some over here. That's probably good for the dots. Now let me go with the brown. Let's see, this is Honey Mustard. I'm going to use this yellowish one here. Let me put the green away. And we'll go with some honeycomb. Put some honeycomb up here. We'll put some over here. It's kind of looking like a mess so far, but it'll be fine once we're done. All right, so that's probably good. So now I am going to take one of my bigger brushes. I'm going to take my brown one. And let me see what is actually left on here. There's not a whole lot left on here, so let me just go across it and blend this in. All right, I'm going to put the honey mustard away. I'm going to bring in the dark chocolate. And I'm going to go around the edge just a little bit. Let's get back in the middle here. I'm going to soften this red a little bit here by going over the whole thing in the brown. Let's see. I'm not going to put any more ink on this, but I think I'm going to put a little more red over here. And maybe a little bit right here. And then soften it again. Those brushes work really nice. All right, I think that's good. So now let's see. So now, all right, I'm going to bring in the stars. Once again, that's the scattered stars. And I'm going to bring in the brown again. And I don't think I'm going to put more ink on this quite yet. But I'm going to put some stars in here. Some faint ones. Let's see what that looks like. That's real faint. I think maybe I do need a little more. And I'm going to go back in with the honey mustard. And I'm using the stars because in that Dreamcatcher, there are some stars. And we'll put some down here lightly. And we'll put a couple over here. And this is really easy to control this because they're so small. To only color one star at a time. Put them exactly where you want. All right, let's see what that looks like. That is good. Maybe one more star over here. And one over here. Put a small one over here. Yeah, and even that small one was very easy to just put the one small one in there. And I'm going to blend these out. All right, I think that's probably good. Now let's get the Dreamcatcher. See what this is going to look like on here. And let me grab my mat. You can see where this is all headed. And then I'm thinking the sentiment over there, but let me make this a little browner so it matches. And I think I will color these in really quick just for a little pop of color. So let me grab some markers. All right, so I grabbed YG63 and R27. And I'm just going to color, let's see, we'll do the feathers in the green. do the stars in the red. And the little gems that are here, we'll make those red. There we go. That is done. Yeah, I think that's all that's going to need. All right, so let me figure out what sentiment I want to put on there. All right, so my choices are, if you have no fear, your dreams are too small. Our friendship is what dreams are made of. I think I'm going to go with that one. Yep, I think so. All right, we bring in the stamping platform. I have some more of the paper I started off with, which was this kind of creamy colored speckled paper. So that's what I'm going to use to stamp this. Do you know what? I should probably measure this first. So let's see. We bring this back in. This is here on, I think I'm going to put it on foam. And then this is coming across here. So I want it about this far. Let me see how big this is. All right, so this is going to be about 3.5 inches. All right, so that is 3.5 inches by, doesn't need to be this wide. Let's see. Let's go with 1.5 inches. So then this can be 1 inch. Might be too wide. Oh well, we'll decide in a minute. And 3 3/4. All right, let's bring the stamping platform back in. I think I'm going to put it closer to this side. In case I decide I want to put something else on there. All right. That wasn't stuck down very well. Let's put it in a different spot. I may need to wash this. There we go. And I'm going to bring in the dark chocolate. All right, that looks good. Now let me clear all this away. All right, so what do we have so far? This is getting a little lost. All right, let me put this on foam first. All right, so that will be there. That's better. And this will be here. I wonder if this is going to be better in the other direction. Yep, I think I like that better. Let me cut this off. All right, bring this back in. I will cut about that much off. I think that's too dark. Let me stamp another one. I'm still going to stamp it in the dark chocolate. I'm just not going to color it this time. I'm going to color it again. All right, let me cut this out. All right, let me run it through my machine. All right, let's bring this all back in. All right, so now we have our friendship is what dreams are made of. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That was too dark. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Let me grab the foam. All right, so we'll have that. I think I'm going to cut a little bit off of this. All right, let's see here. So this is This is 1.5. I'm going to bring this down to 1 1/4. Yeah, that's better. All right, so I think I'm going to put this up on foam. But I think just the top piece. Do something a little different. And separate them. All right. This will go on here. That looks good. That is not straight. That is not straight either. Make sure my paper's straight. All right, paper was not straight. All right, let's attach this again. It still should stick. There we go. That's much better. All right, so I'm going to glue this together. and this will be on the bottom. Let's see, I'm thinking about here and here. Peel this off. And this is the iCraft 1/16 thick foam. All right, that looks straight. All right, let me grab a card base. So I have this kind of peachy colored card base, and I think that looks really good on there. So I'm going to use this instead of white. There we go. We are all done. We used our new brushes to get them out of my pile of stuff here. Which these are really nice. They blend really nice. They're nice and small. And I really like these. So there we have it, door number 7, where we had blending brushes, which is really nice. And I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a like. And if you want to see the other ones for the rest of the Advent calendar, subscribe and you'll get a notification every day when I post the next video. And until next time, people, stay crafty.